Hello everyone, this is Generic Bowling Announcer coming at you live from Don Laughlin's Riverside Lanes in the small border town of Laughlin, Nevada, across the Colorado River from Arizona. It's going to be PBA champion Cameron Weier taking on decent house bowler Tim Watanabe in the newest installment of their challenge series. They're both in town for a small convention, more of a gathering of friends that takes place annually here in Laughlin, and they decided to take one ball down each for this challenge match. It's going to be 2 games total pins to determine the winner, and we are bowling on leftover slop from the senior league, so there's going to be some carry down. See how they handle it. They just finished up their practice shots. Here's the handshake, and the live line is Cam is actually minus 220. That moved down. He was minus 300 to start, but Tim practiced last night, and he bowled really well, averaging 240 for 2 games. Opening shot for Cam, mixes them up on the left lane, lane 5. Cam has brought the Storm Road Warrior as his orb of choice, and Tim brought the Ebonite Emerge, a very strong pearl ball with some surface, which is what he likes. And first shot for Tim, a little bit inside, leaves the 4-pin. Should be an easy spare. Now, first impressions of this bowling center, it is a beautiful center, state-of-the-art pro anvil lane with brand new pins. It looks like they just put them in, replacing some twisters that they had previously. GS Brunswick machines. Everything looks to be in tip-top shape here for this match. All right, Tim cross lane up to 4-pin, and has it. Carry was very, very good here. Tim bowled a couple games last night, as we mentioned. He averaged about 240, saying his pocket carry percentage was pretty close to 90%. So I expect a high-scoring match here if these guys can hit the pocket. And just as I say that, kiss of death, Tim leaves a flat 10 on lane 5. Going cross lane. Now, he usually uses a spare ball, but he couldn't bring it, obviously, so he's going to have to use his strike ball, and has it no problem. Alright, Cam on the right lane, lane 6. This seemed to be the tighter of the 2 lanes during warm-ups, and there you see it right there. That ball goes way long, leaves a 2-4-8-10. That senior league carry down is no joke. Cam's going to need to get the ball left side of the 2-pin here and slide it into the 10. He may just go for the count since he's on a strike and it's early in the match. Remember, we're doing 2 games, total pins here. And yeah, just going hard and straight at the 2-4-8 and has the 3. Alright, see if he can rebound on the left lane. Alright, that one looked to be a little bit left. Got that one in the oil for sure and gets a good break. Gets the 10-pin out of the 2-8-10. Just the 2 and sleeper 8 to contend with. Looks like that carry down is going to be an issue, at least early on in this match, until they figure out how to get around it so the ball faces up to the pocket. Either with speed or possibly a lateral move here. Tim playing a lot straighter than Cam, right between first and second arrow. And nice shot there, slaps the 10 out. Now Tim up on the left lane, looking to duplicate that effort from lane 6. And looks pretty good. Will it hold? No, it doesn't. That ball snapped hard in the back, leaves the 4-6-7. Thought that was pretty good, I think. Definitely needs to give it more room on lane 5. Okay, Cam here on lane 6. Went light last time, and that time that ball shaped beautifully, crunches the 4-pin back. Alright, lane 5 again, he also did the same thing, left the 2-8. Let's see if he makes the adjustment. And he shreds the rack. What a powerful strike. Let's see that one again in slow-mo. This one actually crossed the same arrow's point as his last shot that left the 2-8, but he definitely got more on it. The ball makes a nice recovery, hits light, and that head pin hit that 4-pin like it owed him money. Alright, Tim now on the right lane, lane 6. And that got out right too early, and lucky to avoid a split there. The one thing you can't do is get it right early. There's a lot of friction here at Riverside Lanes, and the ball's not going to hold. Alright, Tim cross lane at the 6-10. He's going to have to really pay attention to kill the ball here, because his ball does have surface. It's going to hook a little bit, make it easier to chop this spare. Cross lane, looking to hit it the hard way, and he got it. No problem. Alright, Tim really needs to get back on the strike train here on lane 5, the left lane. Went high last time, but that one's much better. Dead flush, that's what he's looking for. This is Tim's A game here. His bread and butter, he likes to throw it pretty hard from the outside. Crossing about 8, 9 at the arrows. Going very straight. And he knew it right there. That ball was going to hold line, and 10 straight back. Great shot for Tim. Okay, now Cam here, working on a double, can extend his lead midway through this opening game. Looks good. Oh, and a vicious ringing 10. Nothing left on the deck. Tough break there for Cam. Pretty unusual. We did not see many 10 pins, ringing 10s, or flat 10s at all during the practice session or last night. All right, Cam cross lane at the 10 should be routine for him. And oh, slides by, misses the 10. Wow, that's a huge break for Tim. He's got to take advantage of that shocking miss there, and Tim is very surprised, as you can see, to be given that gift. Okay, back on the left lane, and Cam with a nice bounce back shot. Perfect on lane 5. Okay, so Tim now, the match is very close again now that Cam missed that spare. And Tim goes a little high, but crunches that 4-pin back on lane 6. Can he duplicate that on lane 5? Looks to be the same shot. A little bit fast maybe, leaves the shaker 7, and Tim will make that spare. Let's see the score. It's a very close match, essentially even. Cam can strike out for 225. If Tim strikes out 9th and 10th, he'll have 216. Very, very close. All right, Cam got ball in hand for this first game on the right lane. That's way wide and leaves another 2, 4, 8, 10. Oh my goodness. Very uncharacteristic, and he will take 2 this time. So now that hands Tim a big lead. Back and forth. Very surprising that we are seeing the struggles here that we are. Cam much straighter through the fronts on lane 5 and can't get the 10 out. Wow, so now his max score is only 181 if he makes the spare, and he does. Wow, what a big turnaround here in game 1. Okay, Tim's max score is 216 as we said. Strike here in the 9th would really help his cause. Looks good and shakes him up for a light strike. All right, big shot here in the 10th. Strike here will put him in the 200s. All right, got out wide. Will it hook? It did not. That ball skated 50 feet, leaves the 2, 4, 10. Oh my goodness. So if he gets 9 out here, that'll be 184, and we'll still lock up the match, game 1. He will take the lead going into the second game, but I'm sure he wants more of a cushion with how good Cam is. So see if he goes for it or not. Oh, he's going for it for sure, and it just slides by. 8 out will give him 182, so that does give him the game 1 lead, because Cam can only strike out for 181, but oh, what a missed opportunity for Tim there. If Cam can strike out, it'll be 182 to 181 going into game 2. My goodness. All right, looks like Cam has made a move. He's playing right and straighter to take that carry down out of play. That's 1 of the one he needs. 2 more will give him 181. And got some good fingers in that one. Snaps back, flush again. Okay, Cam's getting lined up, at least on the right lane. Expect some big scores out of him in game 2. Will Tim be able to keep up? That is the question. He's looking more and more comfortable out there. Okay, 1 strike here will give him 181, and Tim will take a slim 1-pin lead into the second game. And that was a definition of dead flush. So it is very close. Basically, it's going to be whoever wins game 2 is going to take home the Riverside Shootout title. All right, first shot for Tim. He's going to start the match on lane 5. High hard one, and snaps the 10 out of there. Good start for Tim. Much more aggressive shot there. Okay, Cam on the right lane, the lane that he just struck out on, lane 6, and gets the 10 out as well. That ball peeled back perfectly. Okay, we could be in for some fireworks here. Cam moved left, it looks like, on lane 5, and that definitely didn't work. Ball scooted down lane, leaves the 2, 8, 10. He's going to have to rethink his strategy on that lane, probably move right like he did on lane 6. He's going to take the 9 out, so Tim needs to take advantage of this here. Lane 6, real aggressive shot again, and 10 straight back. Very good. That's an opening double for Tim. Can he make it a triple? Oh, that's way left. Will it hold? Oh, that ball just sat there. Look at that. Oh, that'll loosen your swing up in a hurry. Tim's trying to hit 8 or 9 at the arrows. That was left of 10 and just laid there dead flush. Okay, Cam knows Tim's getting lined up. He has to keep striking. Beautiful shot on lane 6. He is very comfortable now with that ball reaction. Will either player miss the rest of the game? That's the question. Okay, Cam on lane 5. Very important shot here. Much straighter through the fronts and shakes him up with that great carry here at Riverside. Okay, because of Cam's 2, 8, 10 open in the second, Tim has a 33-pin lead at this juncture in the match. 4th frame on lane 6. Looks good, a little bit high and tight, leaves the 4-9. What a terrible break. Maybe one of those 2 pins he deserved, but not both for sure. And it's going to probably be an open frame here. I don't think Tim's going to go for this because he doesn't want to lose any more count by missing both. So he's going to make sure to get the 4. Kind of went for it, but yeah, make sure to get the 4-pin. And now we are basically even. Oh my gosh, this match is so close. It's going to be who can perform the latter half of this game. Okay, Tim can strike out for 266. Cam can strike out for 268, and with Tim's 1-pin lead after game 1, that means Cam now has a 1-pin lead in the match. Tim on lane 5. Really good shot there. Executed it well, and 10 straight back. Let's see how he's moved on that left lane. He was playing a little straighter. I think he's bellying it maybe a board or two now. Crossing 8 at the arrows, posts that shot nicely. Maybe 6 at the break point. And that strong pearl ball holds its line and absolutely hits like a truck. Great shot from Tim. Okay, Cam on lane 6, looking to make it 3 in a row. And does. Snaps that 10 out of there. That Road Warrior doing some work. Okay, so Cam can keep striking. He will put all the pressure on Tim to match him. A little bit tighter on 5, and that ball held. There's that senior carry down coming into play. It looks like they have both definitely figured it out here in game 2. It's probably going to be whoever misses first is going to lose this match. All right, Tim on lane 6. Real aggressive shot, nice and fast, and gets that light mixer. That shot is going to carry most of the time here at Riverside Lanes. Okay, Tim on lane 5 now. Looking for a big triple after that terrible 4-9 break in the 4th frame. Huge, huge shot here. And this is what happens when you have a forgiving condition. Great carry and 2 very competitive bowlers. Oh, that's way left. Tim stamps his foot down, but gets the trip 4. How did that ball hold? Unbelievable. That ball was further left than Rachel Maddow, but it still had enough of the pocket to get that fortuitous trip 4 off the wall. What a huge break. I'm sure Cam saw that. And look at all those strikes in game 2. Tim can strike out still for 266. And Cam can strike out for 268. It's a 1-pin match, and Cam has it. Can he keep the string going on lane 6? Yes, he can. Great shot. Absolutely dead solid perfect. Now lane 5 has been the trickier of the 2 lanes. Tim has gone high and light on lane 5, and Cam's just trying to overcome this lane with speed, playing a lot straighter, and gets the 9 to go late. Wow, what carry. That was incredible. Let's see that again in slow motion. I think right here he's a little concerned it's going to go high, and leaves the solid 9, but something comes back off the wall and tomahawks it out of there. Playing the shim on the left lane is Cameron. Okay, Tim, again, another important shot on lane 6. Can he keep matching strikes? What a great final we're having here in the Riverside Challenge. All right, Tim sends it out there. Will that ball come back? And it does. Roars back like a lion. Tim's getting around that hang spot on lane 6 by playing further right, getting around it with speed, and it's working. All right, biggest shot of the match for Tim here on the left lane in the 9th frame. If he strikes here, Cam will need to strike out to shut him out by 1 pin. Wow, what a situation. By far the biggest shot of the match. We had a little bit of a delay here with the ball return issue. Obviously not intentional, but definitely iced Tim a little bit, so he's going to have to take a deep breath here, calm himself, and make the best shot he can and hope it carries. As you can see, just 1 pin separates our 2 bowlers heading into the 9th and 10th frame. Tim in the 9th. Right over 9th board, and cannot throw it any better than that. Tim has always prided himself on being a good clutch competitor, and we see that here. Perfect execution when he needed it most, right over 9th board. Wants it to pretty much float down 9, maybe break at 7 or 8. Had some good rotation on the ball, and no doubt about it. Now puts the pressure squarely on Mr. Weier. As good as Cameron has executed this match outside of the 2-8-10 shot, the only thing I can see possibly happening is maybe a wrap 10 or something like a solid 9 or solid 8, and nothing there. That was 10 straight back on the right lane. So here is the situation. Going into the 10th frame, Cameron needs all 3 strikes in the 10th frame, and he will shut Tim out by 1 pin. Anything less, and Tim will have a chance to either tie or win the match. Look at all those strikes. He has a 7-bagger working in the 10th, and he has to throw 3 more to win the match. Wouldn't expect anything less out of these two. First shot in the 10th. Definitely more speed and gets the light carry. The 6-pin kind of falls out to the right there. Called out the can opener. That's what he's looking for. All right, 2 more. This is as competitive as any regional final Cam has bowled, I'm sure. Not for the same stakes, but the pressure and the wanting to win is there. All right, Cam really taking his time here. If he doesn't strike here, Tim still has a chance. Right over 17 board and snaps that 10 out of there. That ball had packed a punch heading into the pocket. 1 more and he will take it home. And Tim can do nothing about it. He's missed 1 time this game and it was a 4-9 pocket split. He could easily have the front 9 strikes working, but that's bowling. Take the good with the bad. All right, Cameron, strike here is 268 and he will win the match. Can he do it? Got off his hand well and dead flush, no doubt about it, and he does the home run trot. That ball is going, gone. 10-bagger to end the match and to shut Tim out when he's only missed once himself. What a match and what a performance by Tim in what's going to be a losing effort here after a 182 in game 1, nearly throws a perfect game 2, and it's just not quite enough as he buries one to close out the match. Strike here, he'll be in the 260s, and it will be a losing score. Absolutely perfect on lane 6. Wow, this is unbelievable. 1 more, and Tim will finish with 266, and will lose by 1 pin to Cam, and of course a ringing 10. Wow. So our final score for game 2, Weir 268, Watanabe 265. That gives Weir a 449 to 447 victory. What a match. They'll never have another one like this, I guarantee you that. Here's the handshake, Tim being a good sport about it, and wow, that was definitely worth the price of admission here for the Riverside Shootout, and it was a shootout in game 2. Congratulations to Cameron Weier. Let's go talk to our champion and runner-up.
Camtron, you just won the D10 Classic at the Riverside Lanes. How do you feel?
Fine.
This is very exciting. What do you have to say? Was it a close match?
Senior carry down is no joke.
Yeah? How do you feel about the lane breakdowns?
I feel like I made a good move late. Thrown the 10-bagger that I needed to win.
Yeah.
And once again, I come up on top.
Alright. Let's talk to our runner-up, Kajani. What do you have to say? How was the match for you?
Well, just based on that second game, I wish I got 1 more hit in that first game, because he doesn't shoot 180 against me ever. So I needed a little bit bigger lead. I knew he was going to shoot big game 2 because the lanes were getting better and he's just good. But I was able to keep up. I didn't really deserve that 4-9. If I leave just a 4 pin there, I win the match. So I'm very proud of the way I bowled. That's the best match we've ever had. And we bowled a lot, so that was you know what? It happens. So I'll beat him one of these times.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for a good match. 1 more handshake.
I didn't really
show
deserve
some
that
love to each
either,
other.
so.
All right. Thank you to our audience today. Very nice. All right.
All right, thank you to our friend Tabbicus for doing the post-game interview there. Congrats to Cameron for winning the inaugural Digen Con Riverside Shootout. With the win, Cameron improves to 4-1 overall over Tim in these challenge matches, and that will wrap up our coverage for today. So, this is Generic Bowling Announcer signing off, saying thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this great match, and until next time, be kind to yourselves and each other, and good bowling. Have a great night, everyone.